Thank you for watching the Matt Black Show. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got another wild time on the beach here. Took a little while to get to this secluded beach, but we're gonna party it out like no tomorrow. That's what it's all about. Make sure here, let's go ahead and get the introduction going. Before watching, please be advised, this is live. There might be some rude language and some stories not built for children. Thank you. So, like I said, welcome to the Matt Black Show. A 30-minute interview, a 1-hour set. 20 minutes of the interview is serious, then 10 minutes of the crazy questions. Remember, everyone on the show, parties like there's no tomorrow, so if you're watching it live on Ustream, be sure to join that crowd there, be a part of the party and chat there, the private chat. That's where all the crazy language goes on. Remember to ask off-the-wall questions, serious ones, sexual ones, I don't care. We'll get them in there. It's all up to that DJ if he wants to answer them. Oh, yeah. Make sure you check out all the video archive on the YouTube channel. Just search the Matt Black Show. Just put no spaces when you search the Matt Black Show. Look at all the videos there. Facebook as well for all the events. It's a fan page. That's what I'm talking about. A couple more seconds here, and then we'll get into that DJ's mind. We got Phil in the house today. Underground Syndicate, right? Sounds good. All right. So here we go. Hope everybody's ready. Boom. All right, Phil, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. A little bit about myself: DJ, produce, promote. Like to party.
Oh yeah. How do you like to party?
DJing is always fun. Head out to the club. You get to play an hour, 2 hours. You get to really interact with a bunch of the crowd. It's always fun to get the party started and be able to like really amp people up when you play.
Better to live it up being a DJ than just sitting at home on your ass, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool. So what kind of music do you play?
I play electro, glitch step house, and a little bit of dub.
Okay. Is there anything else that you've played in the past at all? Or?
I actually started out as a trance DJ.
Okay.
And then moved to house music. Pretty much in the time that I've been DJing, I've played every genre at least once.
Cool. Yeah, trance is fun. I used to play that in tribal house when I first started as well. Now I like drum and bass, but electro is fun. It's a lot more pump. A lot more energy. You can really throw a crowd a little bit better with it, I think, sometimes. But you never know. Trance does the same thing. So I still a lot of love out there for it. All right, here. So what do you have in store for everyone tonight?
I'm going to play, like I said, some electro, a little bit of glitch step house, and just a little bit of dub tonight.
Okay.
Probably play a couple of produced tracks.
So you do produce some of your own music?
I do. I like to stick with more of the glitched out electro when I produce.
Cool. I like that. So how long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing for about 14 years.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Got a lot of craziness in there. Probably a lot of crazy stories in there too. Huh?
Yeah, quite a few. Got to DJ with quite a few headliners in my time, and
cool.
And some crazy stuff.
And the crazy questions, we might have to ask you maybe a wild DJ story you have for everybody out there. What would you rather do? Be a DJ, promote, or produce music?
Honestly, I'd have to say that I'd probably rather produce, but nowadays if you produce, you have to DJ.
Yeah.
So those two kind of go hand in hand now. Used to, if you were a DJ, you played producers' music and nobody ever knew who the producer was. They knew who the DJ was. I used to look up, go into record stores and try and find tracks that were in a DJ's arsenal. So, you never wanted a track by that DJ who was starting to produce. You wanted to know what he was playing.
Yeah.
But nowadays, producing, it's fun, man. You get to produce tracks, you get to create emotion in people, and then the whole making lots of money and flying all over the world, playing for thousands and thousands of people is always fun. So,
Yeah, you definitely can't go wrong there. So you do promote parties, right?
I do promote parties as well. I've been promoting parties for about 10 years here in Atlanta. I got my start DJing and my first introduction to parties out in Seattle. Was out there. I was the gopher guy for a production company out there that started USC, one of the longest running festivals on the West Coast, and I think almost now in the nation.
Yeah, they're really big.
So yeah, now they're huge. And I was just that local guy trying to get some playtime and learn about everything. It's like, go get that ladder. All right, go pick up this. I want some coffee. Whatever it was, whatever I could do to get in. And that's why I kind of learned the ropes. And then when I came to Atlanta, I started out small with some local shows and some after parties and things like that, and then kind of built my way up to where I'm at now.
That's cool. So, do you have any favorite venue? Like, do you have a favorite venue, or are you kind of like them all the same?
Don't necessarily have a favorite venue. It's kind of, the venues change a lot, so it's kind of hard to have a favorite venue.
Yeah.
So many venues change names and things like that. I like everything from, we throw some parties at Connect, Quad. We're throwing a party at Quad this Saturday night. So I like the layout there as well. It really just depends. You look for places that are going to be inviting to the people who want to come to the party and allow you to do, what you need to do in the realm of production and to really give a show.
That's very true. And let everybody know out there, we did have 2 other girls here as well, but had a couple issues with that. And one of the main issues was, hey, I'll come dance on your show. What time do I need to be there? I said, hey, 9:30. Well, can you give us a little bit longer? It's going to take a while to get there. And I said, oh, okay. Well, wait a second. Where are you located again? I said, Atlanta, Georgia. They said, Ukraine. I was like, well, guess what? You can't make it. That's not going to happen. So, hey, we got the beautiful dancing girl there, and I'm going to get back there when he starts his DJ set, and I'm going to squirt her down and get that T-shirt all nice and wet for everybody out there. That's what I'm talking about. As Phil throws it down like no tomorrow. All right. Do you have any mentors that you look up to, Phil?
As far as mentors, I've got a lot of friends that have given me advice and helped me out over the years, from local DJs to just close personal friends. Everybody from, Corey Von Waters, who's always been there for me, gave me great advice. One of my best friends on the planet, Will, who can't be with us anymore right now because he's far away. My buddy Exile, who's stood by my side for many years and tried to give me the best advice he could on all our situations. As far as musically, if I would have to name somebody who's kind of been a mentor for me musically, it would probably be, just listening to the music of some of my favorite artists. Bad Boy Bill, I can remember a good friend of mine back in Seattle, when I was in the military, gave me a CD, Bang in the Box Volume 3.
Yeah.
And I played that CD until it disintegrated in my car. To this day, like, that CD comes on, it just kind of amps me up,
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. Good mentor there. I like that. Bad Boy Bill, I can say that same with me. I remember seeing some party, I think it was, God, I can't remember where they had it. I think it was called, like, the Pink Building back in the day. And he threw on, 4 turntables of craziness, and I just couldn't stop,
Yeah,
a lot of energy.
They actually still do parties there today.
They do?
Yeah. They just don't call it the Pink Building anymore. It's on Cheshire Bridge. They actually call it 2043.
Oh, okay.
Michael Harrison, which are the rest parties there. So. Give him a little plug.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? As long as that has to do with the questions, we can throw it out there for you. So what's the reason you don't have some wild DJ name? Isn't Phil your real name?
Phil is my real name. My real name is actually Philip. I go by Phil, but it actually is an acronym. It actually stands for something, but as a DJ name. But no, that goes back to throwing parties and being a promoter. For many years, I was always a DJ. But honestly, one of the reasons I said if I could pick one, I would, be a producer and a DJ is I love the way that makes me feel to get the crowd amped. And when you promote parties, you don't always have a lot of time. You're supposed to play your set, but you're throwing the show and there's a million problems and a million headaches that go with a million problems. And, you turn around and look at your clock and you're like, oh, I was supposed to be DJing 30 minutes ago. Hope that guy's having fun playing my set. But, you're in there doing Lord knows what, plunging a toilet. I've been actually doing that during a show one time when I was supposed to play. It's crazy.
Pay your dues,
They got to, man.
Was there anything crazy you used to do before DJing? Maybe smacking nuns?
No, I can't say that I smacked nuns, but I used to be in the military, so that's to some people that's kind of crazy.
What about, you do any sports or paint?
Used to play tennis, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, used to play tennis. I was actually when I was in high school, I played tennis. I was actually a second seed on my tennis team. We went to state 3 times. So
Well, we got tennis court here. If we're a little drunk later, I'm gonna have to bet you on that.
you don't do that. I'm not what I used to, and I can't just hand money over to people anymore.
I love it. If you were to bring a DJ first aid kit, I love saying this. I was gonna stop this question, but I got to keep doing it because I keep getting a different answer. So, if you were to bring a DJ first aid kit, what would you bring?
A headphone adapter, a crate of vinyl, and a taser.
I get the first two. What's the last one about, the taser?
You've DJ'd before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You ever get requests? I don't take requests, man. Get tired of getting asked to play something. You gotta tase somebody.
Get off my DJ booth. That's awesome. Okay, is there any rituals you do before DJing?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I do. First off, gotta have a couple of drinks, take the edge off, and just mellow out. The other thing I like to do is when I'm on my way somewhere, I like to put in whatever my favorite CD or favorite listening device is and crank it as loud as I can and just jam out to it in the car and just really get in the mood. Put some really upbeat tracks on and listen to some stuff on the way there. That way it gets me in the mood to really amp the crowd.
That's cool. So no religious things. Are you a religious person?
I mean, to a certain extent, yeah. We're all here for a reason. But no religious things that I do. That's just like, I have to, throw 3 pinches of salt over my right shoulder before I hit the deck, or something bad's gonna happen, or lucky socks, or anything like that.
Hell, you never know. That's awesome. I'll have to try that. A little pinch of salt over the side. Maybe I can burn somebody's eyes out. So what was the equipment you basically learned on?
I actually learned on a pair of Stanton belt drive tables.
Oh, okay.
Spinning vinyl years and years ago. My buddy that actually gave me the CD was a little bedroom DJ, and he gave me lessons on his Stanton belt drive tables and a POS Radio Shack mixer.
Oh, shit.
Needles and everything. We didn't have cool LED lights to show us how loud it was. We had needles.
You got me. Yeah, you got me beat. I was 2 Gemini belt drives, and then I had it was a used 4-channel EM360 Newmark mixer, which was great. But the Chaos pad didn't work. 2 of the channels didn't work, and the other 2 had static problems. So hey, I figure if you learn off something real shitty, you become a really good DJ.
You have to, because I always tell people nowadays with what I learned on, I'm like, shoot, you give me a couple of dowel rods with needles taped to it and 2 lazy Susans, and I'll make it work.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want to see that done. What, from your point of view, do you think, since you are basically all 3 of the scene, DJ, promote, produce music, what do you think is cheating when it comes to being a DJ?
Oh, that's an easy one. I think that technology over the years has helped artists perform better. However, technology has also made it very, very easy for any Joe to go out there, spend a couple of $100 and get a nice little controller and their laptop and hit a sync button.
Very
If you
true.
have to use a sync button, it's cheating. If you can't use a pair of headphones, it's cheating. And what a lot of these new DJs that have popped up in the last year or two that are like extremely popular because they had a lot of friends in high school, they come onto the scene, they want to be DJs, they've got their little controller, they hit the sync button, or they watch the waveform.
Yeah.
I've got a 5-year-old and he can, hit the buttons color coded when Guitar Hero's on, for Christ's sake. Anybody can do that. So, to me that's cheating. And what they don't understand is eventually if they want to get somewhere, they're going to have to produce.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about before, was if you used to, you DJ'd or you produced. Nowadays, you have to do both if you're going to make it anywhere.
Yeah, very true.
So
Skrillex.
Yeah.
But very, very good word out there. But do you think that the sync button, one thing that I always got to say is, like, if you produce your own tracks and you DJ them on a controller and they're all queued up and you kind of mix it live with cues, is that still cheating? Or...
Well, there's a little bit of a difference.
Kind of like an Ableton feel, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a little bit of a difference to that.
Yeah.
See, producers who claim to be producers they go out and they use things like launch pads, or they use a MIDI controller with pads on it to launch. If they're launching clips and live remixing, that's what they're doing. They don't need a sync button to do that. All their tracks, all their clips are produced typically in a relevant key and at the same BPM. So they're not using a sync button.
Yeah, very true.
Really, the only thing a sync button is there for is for some guy who doesn't know how to beat match to make sure the tracks are locked together.
Very true.
What they forget, though, is that one day they got to be a producer. And if they don't train their ear, they're not going to be a good producer.
No, not at all.
So, that's what a lot of them don't get. That and the fact that just because two tracks are at the same BPM does not mean they go together.
Sounds like a bunch of monkeys fucking in an orgy, you know?
Drunk monkeys fucking in a trash can.
Yeah, there you go. I love that. That's kind of wild. Wow. Would you consider yourself a underground DJ? And if so, would you step out of the box if need so, money-wise?
I do consider myself an underground DJ. Would I step out of the box? I think that what a lot of people don't understand is they give a lot of producers and DJs discredit for stepping out of the box when they get bigger. Eventually, I mean, we're 20 years behind everybody else. Electronic dance music is a major form of music and a top 40 chart, top 100 Billboard chart buster in every country except the U.S. and has been for many years.
Very
eventually, and an onset with Skrillex now and 3 Grammys, eventually you're going to get big enough and it's going to cross in the mainstream. When that happens, it's no longer underground whether you want it to be or not, and you're going to have to step outside of that to get big enough to be noticed.
That's just very, very true. That's what I'm talking about. How do you describe an underground DJ?
I mean, that's difficult. I mean, I would describe an underground DJ primarily is... a DJ that's either local or regional, sometimes out of country, that really hasn't gotten big enough to be recognized by the world yet. You look at people like Skrillex, like Deadmau5. Obviously, I mean, these guys go to the Grammys. They're recognizable by everybody.
Very.
You even have some lower tier DJs on that chart that have gotten a lot of credit out there that people don't know about. Dave Odd's won Grammys for remixes. So, he's not an underground DJ anymore.
No, not at all.
But, he still makes underground music. So, I mean, that's kind of hard, but that's where I qualify him. Once you get to a certain level, you're no longer an underground DJ. Once you reach past that middle tier and you get into the upper echelon, you're not underground. Even if you're underground in the U.S., I mean, you're probably not underground other places in the world because that's a top form of music there.
Very true. I like the way you put that. That's very good. I'm definitely going to keep that question in there for the other DJs. Right now we're getting ready to do the crazy questions. Just for some of you people out there who don't realize, this is a way to get into the DJ's personality, promoter or producer, either way you want to put them. But right now we're going to do the crazy questions. So now, do you think that there is a myth out there that, in your own words, you think that DJs get heckled for?
Yeah, but I do think there's a myth out there that DJs get heckled for. Some people think DJs aren't really DJs. People who produce and things like that. And I think they get heckled a lot for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, now we're getting ready to do the latter question. Basically, it's a 3-part question. Just builds up to something a little crazy off the wall, isn't it? At the end there. So, we're going to start it off here with, what's your dream equipment?
My dream equipment? My dream equipment would be a full studio, just ridiculous stuff with gigantic screens, Pro Tools, Ableton, everything known to man.
How about like something mobile?
Oh, yeah, if I could get it mobile, my dream equipment would really be, if it could be mobile, be like in a giant bus with literally like the front is production, the back is where I can DJ and I can just make stops as I go and bring people on and produce and DJ at the same time. Put a disco ball in the center.
Now this is going to get even more crazier now, because we're going to take that crazy bus you got there, and now we're going to put it into 2 of these 4 parties. Basically, you pick A, B, C, or D, and then we're going to combine it together for something crazy at the end there. A caveman and woman party, but with only body paint. It takes place in your ex's house. B, a field rave battle with only a grand prize of $420. Ooh, not bad there. A little bit better than the $15 from last week. C, a party at a castle with free liquor, but everyone has to bring an exotic pet. D, an 8-foot foam party on top of Mount Everest with nude women dressed as Princess Leia. Which two do you pick?
I'm going to go with A and D.
So you picked a caveman and woman party, but only body paint. It takes place in your ex's house. And we're combining it with an 8-foot foam party. So on top of Mount Everest with nude women dressed as Princess Leia. So why do you pick those two?
I mean, come on, you've had an ex, right? You ever want to destroy your house? Okay. And secondly, if you've got that many nude women running around, body paint or what else, you're going to have a ton of DJ groupies there, man. Come on.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's fucking awesome. If you ever do that, I can come in there, bring a bunch of baloney, just start throwing on a wall, eat her paint away. Create a little effect for the lights to look at. Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, so now, the third part of this question is this. As you are DJing at this crazy party, what would be 3 untamed, risky things you would wish to see by the end of your 2-hour set?
Cavemen swinging from a chandelier.
Yeah.
You gotta love that. 3 untamed things. You gotta have like a group of celebrities walk in dressed as Princess Leia and cavemen. I don't know who, but let's see. Probably like, can you imagine The Rock just like busting in the front door, knocks it down, dressed as a caveman, carrying 2 chicks over his right shoulder. Third thing, I don't know. By the end of the party, I better see like the walls collapse.
Yeah. Burn the house down,
Man, the roof's on fire, and trust me, we don't need any water. She can make it fine.
Yeah. That's great. That is fucking wild. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, people on the chat here, remember you can put anything you want on there. If it's crazy, wild, sexual, it does not matter. Before we shut it down for that DJ set, remember that the more questions you put up there at the end, we'll actually answer those, and we might even try to answer some of those as we go through the chat there, as he's DJing as well. And once we start DJing, we're going to go ahead and squirt the sexy girl down. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here for another little crazy question. That crazy party you had there, that's fucking awesome, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hope there's no rules at that place. Now, what would get you so irritated that you would have to burn your CDJs?
Well, earlier I told you in my DJ survival kit, first aid kit, I gotta have a taser.
Yeah.
Eventually, if everybody at that party asked me and turned in a request, I'd run out of juice in that taser, man. Sooner or later, I'd have to burn shit down.
That's awesome. All right, now for another little crazy question here. Basically, do you have a wild or fun DJ story you could tell for everybody out there for all the years you've been DJing? There's got to be some crazy story, you or a friend.
I can give you a pretty crazy story where we lost a DJ, and actually a headlining DJ in the city.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. I DJ'd that party as well. I DJ'd the closing set. And the headliner was pretty excited. He's like, "Oh, you gonna DJ?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna DJ." I start DJing. We're both hammered by that point. He's had like 2 bottles and a bunch of beer. And, there's 5 strippers dancing behind us from a local strip club. So I'm drinking. I turn to do a mix. I look back over and he's gone. I'm like, oh. So I tell one of the guys, I'm like, go find him. I look behind me, all 5 strippers are gone.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, where'd this dude go? So I remember him saying something, one of the strippers saying something about an after party. So I'm like, we get done, we break things down. I'm like screaming at everybody, gotta get everything packed up. We gotta go find the headliner. He's not answering his phone. This guy's got a flight at noon tomorrow. Like, we gotta go. So take off in the city. I figure out where the after party is after talking to like 20 people on my phone. We get to the after party. I'm looking everywhere for this dude. He's not there. And then I get a tap on my shoulder. I turn around. And he's like, "Hey, mate, you got any more beer?" I'm like, "Oh, great, man. We found you, right?" So I found this dude. I'm like, awesome. So I'm like, "Yeah, let me get you some beer." He sits down. He's going to lap dance from like 2 of the strippers. I'm like, great. I found the dude. I'm gonna go get me. So we're drinking. About 30 minutes later, I'm like, "You want another beer?" He's like, "Yeah." I go get the guy another beer. I get me a beer. I go back. Dude, and all the strippers are gone again. So then we had to go find him again. Eventually got him to the hotel, got him his stuff, and got him to the plane. But I lost him twice. It's crazy.
Yeah, hopefully they weren't skiing on snow and doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. That's what I'm talking about. But hell, every DJ's different, you know. I've had a DJ on here. I asked him if he ever done anything in his life. He's like, nope. Almost got on his knees and started praying to God. I was like, holy Jesus. That's fucking hilarious. But, okay. I love that. That was an awesome story, man. I like that. I've never heard one like that yet. Okay, who would be your dream girl if you just won $2 million?
DJ Rap.
Oh, there you go. All right. That's awesome. But, oh yeah, your dream girl just now sued your ass after 1 year of being together for everything that you have. Well, actually, now, you and a little guy named Jimmy are living underneath the Manhattan Bridge, and all you have left is 50 cents, one CDJ. What do you do at this point?
50 cents and a CDJ.
And a little guy named Jimmy.
And a little guy
And the girl you just left. Or forced to because of divorce.
This is pretty simple. I'd probably take that 50 cents, go make as many printed copies of a piece of paper as I could, cut out flyers on it, and show people how to work the DJ stuff under the bridge, man. You gotta do something. I'll put a party on under the bridge, man. Me and Jimmy gotta make some money, man.
So you would bring Jimmy in the loop on it?
You gotta bring Jimmy in the loop, man. Jimmy's there with you. Yeah, you and Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy gonna work the door, dog. Jimmy gonna work the door, man. Me and Jimmy gotta eat. Me and Jimmy gotta eat.
I love that. What about the girl that sued your ass?
Eventually, yeah, I'm gonna have to burn her house down. We're gonna have to throw that. See, that's where the caveman party comes in, man. That's the ex's part. We're gonna get big enough that we're gonna get a bus. We're gonna take that thing over to the ex's house.
Fuck yeah! Oh yeah, I like that. All right. So we can get another little crazy question in there. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's do this one. As everybody always has a different question. I mean, a different answer to the question. Let's say that you just lost your legs due to a club burning down because of the shitty speaker setup. Damn it. Guys, get it right. That's what I'm talking about. First, would you keep DJing? And second, would you get more sex being a no-leg DJ?
Absolutely, because I'm DJing in a sex swing at that point. I'm going to suspend myself in front of the tables at the perfect height.
Fantastic, yes. Then you got to make sure that you got a little guy next to you with a taser so we can stop them before they get out of the booth. Because if not, people are going to be pushing you for swinging.
I told you, man, you got to bring Jimmy, dude. Who you think's going to be tasing people? Jimmy, tase that dude right there. We don't take requests.
Yes. And you're going to wear out my little hidden audience's hands out with the claps. That's awesome, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's okay. We got some hot water at the beach. They can just soak it. All right. Thank you for watching the Matt Black Show. Right now, we're going to do a little 1 minute break here. If there's anything we did not cover in the DJ's interview, you're welcome to post it up here in the chat. See, we got a couple people there. That's what I'm talking about. And then we'll get a lot of that stuff answered there for you. So, like I said, a little 1 minute break, and then we're gonna throw it down for you. We're gonna get crazy in here. Maybe a little liquid courage, wetting some stuff up here, and just getting wild with it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Mad love to everyone, and sit tight. 1 minute break. Boom. Mics are still on. Yes, the guns have water.
Shit.
We already filled them up at the beach. A little salt water there, so we don't have to cut. That's what I'm talking about. No cut in the butt.
Cut in the butt, what? What in the butt? Okay, it's about to get the spot. You're ready for that.
Yes, it does. That's the way it works there.
Hell.
Yeah, I'll let you know when there, brother.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, shit, see a little midget in the woods? Oh, man.
Where's
Oh, that
the
motherfucker
midget?
put some... You didn't see her right by the trees over there. Fucking naked. I thought midget's supposed to have a big one.
You know everything's small.
Alright, mics and sounds got knocked here for that DJ set there for you. I'll let you know here, mics are off. On three here, on three. You ready? On three. 1, 2.
Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Go, 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 go. Let's party, everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up. Let's party, everybody bounce with me. Some champagne and burn a little greenery. Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Little mama, show me how you move it. Go ahead, put your back into it. Do your thing like it ain't nothing to it. Shake that ass, girl. Go, 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 go.
where you from? Straight out of Compton, another crazy ass nigga. When pumps I smoke, yo, my rep gets bigger. I'm a bad motherfucker and you know this, but the pussy ass niggas won't show this. But I don't give a fuck, I'ma make my snaps. If not from the records, from jacking across, it's like burglary. The definition is jacking, but when I'm legally armed, it's gon' pack it. Shoot a motherfucker and I'm shoot a motherfucker and I'm shoot a motherfucker. till all my crew knocks out. Come on,
Get your ass up on the floor.
throw your hands if you want some more.
Baby, wiggle your crotch out and beat the way we be blowing the spots out.
Come on, look how we got 'em ready to act out. Girl, I'm ready to get the twist in your back out. Come on,
Drink yak till a nigga falling out.
flat on his back, now watch a nigga crawling out. Talk to me.
Said Buster,
What's up, son?
hidden girl rolling, and it look like
Come on,
your ass is just swollen.
that lay ass getting big now.
Your man baby said, what you gon' say?
What we gon' tell him?
You gon' tell a nigga?
That's a bossy, yeah.
You gon' tell that brother?
That's a bossy, yeah.
Everybody singing now.
That's a bossy, yeah.
Everybody singing now.
That's a bossy, yeah.
Woo!
Don't this shit make a nigga wanna? Don't this shit make a nigga wanna? Don't this shit make a nigga wanna? Don't this shit make a nigga wanna?
me on Facebook, and now you're going to die. Now you're going to die. Blocked me on Facebook. You blocked me on Facebook. die. Now you're going to die. Blocked me on Facebook. You blocked me on Facebook.
money cage. All my niggas throwing rides, knocking down the barricades. When we be too deep and MOB is too elite. Flawless niggas, lawless, you'll be tallest, getting close to me. Bullets buzzing constantly, rapids in your city street. Broken bones lay alone, scattered across the concrete. Looking if you bucking, you'll be ducking if you get too close. In my eyes, you wasn't wise, I think it's time I know you, ho.
I come in the club, shaking my dreads, throwing these bowls and busting these heads. Bitch, you're relevant, steps on my records, best to beg up, I think you will let. I will let down and committing the crime, not leaving a trace, not leaving a line. We looking at bucking cause I got a knife. I blow you away cause you wasting my time. Stupid ass niggas, I know what to do. I wax your ass, you come with my crew. I'm sure what you haters, so what you do? You talk on my meat and I'm talking to you. You bucking on us cause it ain't your test. You busting on me, that shit gon' get nasty. I'm cold in the ice and I'm freezing her head. I'm talking your city, but you what I tell.
No, if you walk by, but you better come equipped. I got some shit up in my trunk that's gonna make your body flip. Hollow tip, busting out the roof soon as I hit the door. Anybody make a false move, their bodies on the floor. Fucking with no hoes, ain't never been no lines. Ain't never been no pussy niggas scared to throw them things, man. Climb up niggas up in this bitch. Great ruggers I represent. Fucking with them HP niggas, you bout to get your wig split. Look, if you walk, 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 look, if you look, if you look, if you walk, look, if you walk, look, if you walk, look, if you walk.
Show me some love. Give me hugs. Give me hugs. Big booty bitches, show some boys some love. Big booty bitches. 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 Big booty
nothing without me. drugs. I live life in the fast lane. You only get one shot. Enjoy every moment. Savour it and take it in. I just want to go out at night. That's what my head tells me. It's my own world, my way of life that seems so twisted and far from reality. I can't stand this society. I think the whole system fucking sucks. Do this, do that, running around like a moron, earning money for the state. I just want to have a good time and get on it. I'll live for the weekend.
Into the streets, we're coming out. We never sleep, never get tired. Through urban fields and suburban life. Turn the crowd up now, we'll never back down. Shoot down the skyline, watch it on prime time. Turn up the love now, listen up now. Turn up the love. Who's gonna save the world tonight? Who's gonna bring it back to life? We're gonna make it, you and I. We're gonna save the world tonight.
Woo! Hand there, brother. Dancing girl, I don't want to hear about how wet you are. That's not that funny. Just teased all the other gentlemen out there.
That's right. That's what every man wants, a wet girl.
All right, give us a couple seconds here, get our shit situated, and we're going to do that last little minute interview, answer some of those questions in there that were pretty crazy for you. It's like Mr. Wood that woke up on a wood side of the bed. Ask some questions in here. Somebody on some Russian ones here. Got to translate that. And a bunch of Twitter questions, so we're going to hit that up as well. So, hope you're ready. You ready, Phil?
Absolutely. I'm always ready after I play, man.
Boom, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and ask Phil while I get up those questions there, ready for him. Any shout-outs, what he thought of the show, about what he also thought about that last track. Somebody wanted maybe something different. I don't know. That's what you said about...
Oh, no. I'll give the first shout-out to Brittany since I know that was one of her favorite tracks, but I was looking for a different track for her since she seems to like the Fetty Legrand Coldplay remix, Paradise, but I couldn't find it on the flash drive quick enough.
Real quick, before I get it back to you, somebody said, "Oh my God, Phil, you look done."
Look done, dang man! I'm just getting started. I don't know what that person's talking about. I'm not done. I'm a little beat, but it's a little warm in here. Somebody told me that earlier today, Exile, but you know, I gotta give you a shout out for that.
When you asked to be on the beach, I was like, "Look, it's hard to afford somebody to fly out to the beach, you know, but I made it happen, you know. A couple of sponsors we had out there, and."
I got to give it up to your sponsors, man. The beach is lovely. I'm going to go take a dip as soon as we're done with this.
You know what? Since we made fun of that midget running through the woods, I haven't caught him again. I think he got embarrassed. That's really funny. Any upcoming events you want to shout out there?
Absolutely, man. We're bringing, speaking of beaches, we're bringing these guys, Darth and Vader from Brazil, for the first time on their U.S. tour to Atlanta this upcoming Saturday. And then, obviously, we've got a great artist coming in May, Marty Party on the 12th. So,
somebody said, if you were to be an exotic pet, what would you be?
A dragon. Can that count? It's not technically an exotic pet, but you know, I like dragons, man. The motherfuckers are badass.
You like snakes?
Hell no. we
so why would you pick a dragon? Aren't they like kind of a snake with like 4 arms?
I know, that shit don't count, man. That's not a snake. That is not a snake with 4 arms. That bitch flies. It don't slither.
Somebody said on Twitter, do you have you ever had sex while DJing?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, but yeah, I've done that one.
I don't know. They look somewhere from overseas there. Oh, London. That's what I'm talking about. Well, London DJ.
Oh, yeah. I got to give it up to my Brits,
you might
man.
want to,
great music coming out of there. Was that a female? Can I get that number?
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess learn from Phil. You know, he might tell you how to chase them around or chase around DJs with the lip action. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Well, here's my little shout-outs here. What's his name on Facebook? Before I do the shout-outs.
Oh, my name on Facebook?
Yes.
You can actually, it's just how my DJ name is spelled. If you want to get my DJ page, it's P.H.I.L. Stands for fucking hot ill licks. We didn't cover that earlier. So.
Did you just make that up? I didn't know that in the interview.
Yeah, no, we didn't cover that earlier. You asked me why I didn't have a crazy DJ name, but technically...
You do.
I do. I told you it's an acronym, so...
If you got Ash on the beach, you're welcome to do it. Don't worry about it. We got a, like I said, the midgets in the woods, you know, the little tribe there. They come by and vacuum. It's okay. I'll sweep up the sand, you know. Okay, my shout-outs here to Kazzy, you know, and all the other people that were on the chat there. That's what I'm talking about. Got to get in that chat. It does get crazy and wild. We do it like nobody else's business. That's what it's all about. And mad love to London, overseas, England, everywhere else, Netherlands, Canada. Germany, mad love. I got a lot of girls from over there that want to dance, and Ukraine as well. But you know what? You got to remember, this show mostly takes place in Atlanta, unless we're on the beach and the other places. And if you want to get on there, it's not where you're at. So please remember that. But just mad love to everybody out there, the 36 different countries that watch the show. And that's what I'm talking about. So good night. Mad love to everybody. See you next Monday. That's what it's all about. Later. Boom. Boom.